this can't happen, and please make sure that you arrive on time, because once we proceed to the roll calls and you are not here, you will not have the right to vote until we collect back the voting cards and we do another roll call. If you're not attending, also, going to the workshops, have to stay here the whole RA. And like if you're interested in the workshops. Okay. So now we'll proceed to the roll call, and Mrs. Mariam, do the roll call. Arthur Campilia. Asatsa Egypt, EPSF Egypt, IPSA Iran, IPSC Iraq, JPSA Jordan, EPSF. Sudan, and Attack Tunisia. SPSF Sudan delegated their vote to Cuba, Sudan. Okay, so we have yes. Yes. Thank you. RC no. Thank you. So we have seven full members. And three member in association at any. Points of information. So, we're relying on during this RA, which are the IPSF Constitution. We are relying on Appendix 3 on regional offices from the IPSF domestic rules, and on articles on regional assemblies from IPSF standing orders. We move to motions. Procedural motion. So the following are considered as procedural motion. A motion to close the subject under discussion. This motion may only be considered if the motion has not been voted on, or a procedural motion to close the discussion has not been passed. A motion to extend or limit the time limits of debate. A motion to postpone the subject under discussion to a later date during the assembly. A motion to refer to a committee, and a motion to vote on the motion in parts. So procedural motions are not amendable, and they need to be seconded. For those motions can be proposed by official delegates from IPSF full member organization and by the IPSF executive and regional working groups. IPSF motions should be submitted to the motion committee prior to the relevant point on the agenda of the regional assembly. It must be proposed by official accredited delegates from the organization, and they must include the name acronyms. They must contain a proposer and a seconder of the organization, and the proposer and the seconder must be from different organizations. We'll do a small motion in order to introduce the procedure. We have a flow chart motion. So the motion is, it's a mock motion. It's proposed by the regional working group. So the 7th Emerald Regional Assembly mandates the regional working group to charge the participants of the RA in $1 for sleeping. All the money will be given to IPSF Regional Development Fund. After I read the motion, I will open the floor for discussion. If there is something you want to discuss or question or an amendment, you raise your voting card. Then, okay, like for example, Arpec Algeria.
I think $1 is too much for.
Please, yeah.
So I think $1 is too much for compared for the.
Do you have? It's too much. Do you have? You should formulate your intervention. You think it's too much? Do you have another?
Go for $0.5.
Okay, so the motion would be this: the seventh IPSF Emerald Regional. Second.
I'm not on my eye, so I need to propose an
Okay, so motion proposed by GPSA Jordan, second by GPSS Way. For this amendment, GPSS Way.
How do you say this way? You said the participant of the RA. Do you mean the other UC are included or just official? The other UC are included or not? Because if they are not included, we want to include them.
Okay. Okay, question? First?
Sabi again from
Keep in mind it's both are A.
Sabi again Asma Algeria. I have a question about since it's our first time as official delegates, I would appreciate explanation about how to go.
Okay, so it's on the next point, right after we finish this mock motion. Just to do quickly, if I close the floor for discussion and we voting on the amendment, if we agree on the amendment, then the motion becomes GPSA. If we all agree, then the motion is carried. Okay? So for the motion, we vote, only full members have the right to vote, so they vote by raising their hand. Those against, and I call for the voting to do your voting cards. But sometimes we have voting by a secret ballot. So if we vote, display the options that you can write. So scrutineers will distribute the ballots, they collect them back, then we'll count all the results. Okay. So basically, the flow chart for motion. So we have a to voting on this motion, it can be carried or not. If motion is passed, we go directly to vote on the main motion. If not, motion, and in this one we skip it to play. So this motion. This is the amendment associated region has a seconder, and we vote on this amendment. The motion becomes the propriety of the association amending, and then we vote on the amendment, and then we vote on the motion. Okay. Seconder. And motion carries. Okay. Assembly agenda, which is shared. Yes, Africa chair. So here is our regional. It was a motion proposed by KPSS Kuwait, seconded by Jordan, KPSS Jordan. Yes. Algeria wasn't just sleeping. Yes.
You vote.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so here are the regional agenda, the RA folder. So we have opening of the regional assembly, special reports and shared documents of the chairperson, acknowledgement of observers, the meeting and apologies for absence, appointment of motion committees, parliamentarian and scrutineers of the previous regional assembly, member activity reports, reception of the annual report, adoption of regional office, reception and adoption financial reports and the proposed budget for reception and approve the adoption of the Anison Iranian, the state regional office, regional media publication of the Emerald Office, regional project officer of the Emerald Office, regional relation officer of the Emerald Office, and chairperson of the reception committee of the sixth EMPS. Election of the host for the sixth IPSF Eastern Mediterranean Regional Symposium and its chairperson of the seventh IPSF Eastern Mediterranean Symposium and its chairperson. Nomination acceptance for the chairperson of the regional office 2016-2017. Election of Emerald Secretary, Emerald RPO, Emerald RPO, any incoming motions, any other business, and closure of the meeting. We start with agenda number 1, which is the opening of the regional assembly. And report on roll calls we already done, so. Person. number 1, this the seventh assembly appoints as chair appointment of assembly. The I open the floor for discussion. No question. Close the discussion on voting. On this motion, please vote. Give us a time. Keep in mind that you have to vote. Motion carried. It's agenda number of observers and IPSSU. We don't have nothing. So just the latest agenda point. Agenda number 5. Greetings to the meeting and apologies for absence. So Mrs. Omnia Hamza was 2017 sends her greetings to the RA and apologizes for her absence. She's actually having agenda number 6, appointments of scrutineers. This is the 7th IPSF Embo Regional Assembly and welcome the professors by RWG, Ahmed Medhat and Mrs. Thuraya. Voting on this motion, all those in favor, please raise your voting cards. Agenda number 7. Proposed by the MRRWG. This is the 7th Embo Regional Assembly accepts and welcomes. Sorry.
I didn't take it this way. I would like to propose to have 5 minutes break just to prepare everything else.
Do I have a seconder? Yes,
want just how many comments can we wait until we close the open discussion?
Until no, there's no limit. Okay, there's no discussion. Closing the discussion. We move on voting on this procedural motion. All those in favor, please raise your voting card. 5 minutes break. Okay. Raise your voting card so I can see. Okay, motion carried. So we're now having 5 minutes break. But it's really 5 minutes. And please don't go very far from the door. Yes, just sit down. We'll collect the voting cards back. APEC Algeria, ASEPA Algeria, ASEPSA Egypt, EPSF Egypt, IFSA Iran, IPS Iraq, KPSA Jordan, KPSS Kuwait, LPS Lebanon, DKPC SPSF Sudan delegated to Cuba, Qatar, UPSA Sudan, and APEC Tunisia. We now have 5 minutes break. We started really 5 minutes. Proceeding to the roll call. I apologize for I did the roll call with all members, but it's supposed to be done with only full members who have voting rights. So we proceed with the roll call now. Okay. Atepa Algeria, EPSF Egypt, JPSI Jordan, KPSS Kuwait, delegated to Cuba Qatar, and Atepa Tunisia. Okay. So we move to the next agenda point, which is adopting the agenda. So motion number 5. This is the 7th IPSF Emiro Regional Assembly adopts the agenda of the 7th Emiro RA. I now open the floor for discussion. So, KPSS, wait.
Ali Kefir Kuwait. I would like to present the sequence of the agenda.
Do you want me to read it again? Please show your green emotion card when you finish with the one slide so we know that. Okay. Is there other questions, comments? See no hands. Closing the floor for discussion, and we go to the voting. So this the 7th IPSF Emiro Regional Assembly adopts the agenda of the 7th Emiro RA. All those in favor, raise your voting cards. Motion carries. Assembly. Motion number 6. This, the 7th IPSF Emiro Regional Assembly adopts and accepts the minutes of the 6th Emiro Regional Assembly. Now open the floor for discussion. I see no raising hands. Yes, JPSA Jordan.
Without the JPSA Jordan, there was a mistake in the adopted on.
Just a second, we will display the minutes.
In the motion that was accepted last year about the Okay, this motion was written.
Okay, so JPSA, you're saying that JPSA Jordan voted against this motion?
Yes, I will say.
Against the motion or against an amendment during the list of amendments?
No, against the motion.
Against the motion. Because we took the minutes from the recordings, and in the recording, it said carried unanimous. But we can check again, so we'll vote on this motion later on, so we delay the voting on this motion.
So the annual report of the budget, so it was not that enough you sent it to the CP.
No, the budget was not sent last year.
So how can I vote on the minutes when I did not see the budget?
So you can choose voting against adopting this motion. You're saying it's not available. But you can choose not voting on this motion. Because I think that last year, Ines, elected vice chairperson, she explained why she didn't display a financial report.
So I know that she said that it would be available.
Um, yes,
Ali takes it. Wait, I would like to delay the voting for this motion until the last session of the RA until we figure out.
so motion to delay the voting on proposed by KPS is quite
Until we find out these responses.
sorry. Yes, JPS.
Amendment to the motion. So,
Not amendable, it's a procedural motion.
so can we
You can
change until something is available for any new? Yeah, until so not to
would be to suspend or to delay the voting on this agenda point until we have more information. Okay. So a motion proposed by DPSA Squid, seconded, DPSA Jordan. Okay, open the floor for discussion. Please raise your voting cards. Until we find or details. For this, we'll call association by alphabetic order to present their association displayed on screen, and they will have 3 minutes speech after one. We move to discussion, and then we vote on adopting the report. And I will call ARPEC Algeria to present their report.
So, association offers pharmaceutical research and enhancement of knowledge. It was created in 2004 by a group, and we have joined IPSF in 2015. It's located in the fifth largest city in Algeria, called Berna, in one of the 7 departments of pharmacy. We will start by the PE and PT portfolio. The first event was an AMR, antimicrobial resistance, which was. Then we have the biomol project, which means molecular biology project, and also pharmacy, which we try to update the future health in about some innovative therapies. Then we have the cardio competition. Okay. For the public health activities, we have got the RCDC event, which is known, and the RCAD is only tuberculosis camp. And for the student exchange program, we have started by an introduction of steps to the students, the member students. Then, at the end of the year, we have got 2 outcomes and 4 incumbents. We have for Green Club, we have two projects. The first one was awareness campaign, selection of medicines without waste, and to convince them to donate the ones they don't need. The second project was to be posted with our pack. One was about the Center of Children Protection Visit. Okay, for closing remarks, I will which is planning for holding some research plan, taking the green all the health, because it was my first year as DP and the first year of ARPEC as Mia, so I tried to give the best in me to represent the best in ARPEC. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ARPEC. Yes, okay, so motion number 7 is the accept the report of ARPEC Algeria. I open the floor for this. Yes, Ali.
We have to stand here until we negotiate.
Okay.
Anyone has a question
Please
about
come
the
back.
report, then we can move to the next.
Thank you, KPSS. Okay, so yes to PSA.
We're interested in the anti-virus project that we have previously put up.
We have molecular same day. We try to update. We try to update. We have they attend the days on students from different fields and professors also from different fields about what is new in the treatment of cancer and oncology, and also how to for the diagnostic of those.
Questions, remarks? Otherwise, yes, EPS at Egypt.
Yes, we EPSF. I need to know more about the current competition.
Yes.
So for the cardio competition, actually I was the coordinator of the event, so I will answer all your questions. So it was proposed by the public health coordinator, Farah Hamaidi. It's a challenge proposed by IPSA, and I have adopted for the project. We have made the event an hour. Uh, we have done also some analysis patients that were present. Uh, if I don't know what you want to know exactly so how that working because I
JPSS. Great. Motion to close discussion. Do I have a second? We proceed to voting. All those in favor of closing the discussion, please raise your voting cards. Okay, it's carried. Closing the discussion. So we okay. Motion carried unanimously. For the next report, I will call ASEP Algeria.
hello everyone. I am Khadija from member of Africa Algeria and location delegate. Present our report of the year 2016. So Africa is the abbreviation of Association Scientifique des étudiants pharmaciens d'Alger. It's a national association of 2009, and today it counts approximately 280 members, including students in pharmacy, graduate and resident pharmacists from 10 under the section of pharmacy education and professional development activities, Africa organized the fifth internal pharmacy day, which has become today a tradition. We organized the LIT sessions of patient counseling events. We participated in the CFAL fair, which is a fair that from pharmaceutical sector, especially the industry. And during this fair, we worked to promote regarding the public health section, ASEPA this year was very active. We organized a lot of awareness campaigns, AIDS awareness campaign, HCDC, empathy campaign, tuberculosis awareness campaign, tobacco awareness day, and actual pharmacist campaign, which includes the hypertension and diabetes awareness campaign, and a marathon, and also a generic drugs campaign. Regarding from Serbian. We also organized the graduation ceremony and several educational visits and humanitarian activities, including the vampire camp. And for the first time, campaign called "My Health is That of My Baby" for pregnant women. We are very proud of our association achievements, and we will continue to strive to keep ASEPA among the top in the top.
Thank you. Okay, so motion number 8. This the 7th Emerald Regional Assembly accept the reports of ASEPA. I open the floor for discussion. There is no question. Closing the discussion, and we move on to voting. So motion number 8, this is the 7th Emerald Regional Assembly. All those in favor, please raise your voting cards. Motion carried unanimously. I'm now calling Egypt. DSF Egypt. I want to make a procedural motion in order to delay your report. Okay, so procedural motion to delay EPSF report. Seconder, JPSA. Jordan, open the floor for discussion. Yes.
Normally the association are Hashima Arabic Nigeria. Normally the association are on public order.
Yes.
I think we have before alphabetic order as an association abbreviation or
No, country.
country.
Country. To delay EPSF Egypt report, seconded by JPSA Jordan. I open the floor for discussion. I see no waiting hand. Closing the discussion. Moving to voting, although raise your voting cards. Egypt, your report is delayed. So we move on to IPSC.
Pursuit, not that person. There is an outcome has right March, but I think that we started in 2011, and we were founded by a group of five pharmacists, young pharmacists, and we're from two colleges, and now we present more than 14 colleges. We aim to increase the health awareness in our society, leadership, and volunteer work, love for volunteer work, and young pharmacists. And started our campaign. Workshop for each campaign to consider workshops for our members to participate in campaigns to understand like on each year on March, we take participants and like three symposium on this month concerning tuberculosis in the Minister of Health. Generation of IBS good. We give them extensive communication skills and motivation and isolated approaches and education of them. And with that, we have the first aid campaign. The Red Cross. We so far we did like 8 events started for our members, and we still it's an ongoing campaign. And we have also the After Market. All year campaign. We do that all year. So far we have done more than 8 of them. And also
Have
we
1
have,
minute left.
we have an anti-cholera campaign, anti-TB campaign, first time. We also have cancer registration, body campaign. We also have checkup for refugees who get their homes from the war areas. For student exchange program, Mr. Wright is a red. Don't we don't really have a student exchange program yet, but we only allow to send 2 students. Every 2 months, football championship and open day sports open, so I just have food supplies for them, both, and also
The time is up. Thank you. Okay, motion. Number 9. This the 7th Emerald Regional Assembly accepts the report of IPST Iraq. I now open the floor for discussion. Yes, JPSA Jordan, followed by BPSA.
Yeah, I have a comment and so for my comment, I really like that Iraq this year already answered. We know the hard situation we are through. Thank you. I have a question. We have received an email for the student exchange program. Says that you are intending to this issue. For the question, well, the problem was with the organizer of the student exchange program. She had to like reactivate it right now, but it will take time and maybe we'll couldn't do it for the intro. We have to wait for the next. advocate this voice. I don't have a question just want to congratulate you for your hard work despite of situation. I wish you all the best in the coming years. Thank you.
Yes, GPS.
And I would like to close
Discussion, seconded by PSA Jordan. Move on voting. All those in favor of closing discussion, please raise your voting card. Motion carried. We're closing the discussion and we move to voting on the motion number 9. This the 7th Emerald Regional Assembly accepts the report of IPSC area. All those in favor, please raise your voting card. Unanimously, carried unanimously. Now we move to JPSA Jordan. Please come to the stage to present your report. You have 3 minutes starting now.
Hello all, I'm Bilal, SEO of JPSA Jordan, and I will be representing our annual report. So, as an introduction, JPSA Jordan Pharmaceutical Student Association is the representative student association for pharmaceutical students in all Jordan. We have many Jordan. We do have two teams in Jordan, that is the University of Jordan team and the University Corporation. Regarding our event, we have organized the World Pharmacist Day event. It is the IPSF bigger picture workshop, and with in cooperation with to organize the AYP, HAD, and the Vampire Cup. We also participated in the University of Jordan Open Pharmaceutical Day. We represent pharmacy Arab team that participated in this open day. Also JUST team has organized J and the Helping Hand project that was held in elderly care home. We have also organized in Ramadan 2 events that student exchange program. We had 5 incoming students this year and 2 outgoing. We have one of the set contests, and our SEO is nominated for the best SEO of the year and has been nominated for the best SEO of the month. Okay, this is a glimpse on JPSA activity.
You have 1 minute.
Okay, this is a glimpse for JPSA activity, and our team is having great potential and excitement, and we do a lot better next year.
Thank you, JPSA. So the motion is motion number 10. The 7th Emerald Regional Assembly accepts the report of JPSA Jordan, and now open the floor for discussion. So closing the floor for discussion, and we move on voting on this motion. Motion 10. Accepts the report of JPSA Jordan. All those in favor, please raise your voting cards. Motion carried unanimously. Okay, so you have 3 minutes.
Assalamu alaikum. First of all, my name is Hamid Tayari, President of KBSS for this year. So, introduction about our faculty pharmacy. We only have one faculty in Kuwait, which also Bachelor of Pharmacy and the new program which is pharmacy. It was established in 1997. Regarding KBSS, Kuwait 1999, and have 11 members starting from President, Secretary, Vice President, of India. So regarding the activity we done, we start with DD campaign, which stands for a week. First day was regarding education and awareness about diabetes and association with this one Institute for Diabetes. The second one was a competition between students with the help of our professor regarding how to administer insulin in a proper way. Regarding blood donation in association with point station for students to donate their blood with the help of the professor and other students like from dentistry or medicine and etc. Another one, prior midterm exam, as you know, students is in a stressful way, so we want to just introduce to that our faculty with the with Dr. Professor and administration staff. As you know, pharmacists may face problems and challenges while we do like patient
You
counseling.
have 1 minute.
We did like a sign language workshop so that we can deal like with this station. After that, a charter box students spend a lot of time and faculty pharmacists can like a charter box for charging that one. And after that, graduation ceremony. After that, a will eligibility by some students and with their name established. We management and funds so that they can use it during their study. After that, providing a new local for each student with the association of YAC, which is a Kuwait company, like we provide training in private sector for very education and education.
Thank you, KPSS. We move to so motion number 11. This the Emro RA accepts the report of KPSS Kuwait. I open the floor for discussion. Yes, Asif Algeria.
Congratulate you for the amazing achievement today this year. And it was very innovative to see these campaigns like language science and motivational for students. So I would like it like it's only a request. It's not a question. I'd like to invite you to share the reports in the CP group, and because we are all interested in implement such projects and campaigns. And thank you very much.
Comments or questions? I see no raising hands. Voting. Motion number 11. This the 7th Emerald Regional Assembly accepts the report of KPSS Kuwait. All those in favor, please raise your voting cards. Motion carried. I'm calling
Unfortunately, she cannot make it and she cannot come. So I'm here on behalf of her. So our association is called the Tutus, which is Qatar Pharmacy Undergraduate Society. And it was established 10 years ago, so it's established from 2006. And about our events, we have like around 6 to 7 events each year. So awareness campaign, and this was on the university where we established awareness for all students and not only pharmacy students, for the whole university students. And then on March we have the male and female blood donation campaign, and our role here is not only asking people in seeing if they are eligible to donate blood or not. And then late March we have the smoking cessation campaign, and this was a really huge one. It was in one of our famous factory malls, which is Landmark. After that, we had on September the Pharmacophone event, and this is also another huge P1 to P4, and also the pre-pharmacy students. And this is mainly only fun to have fun for like 2. And then we have the Eid gathering event, which is obviously after the Eid. And this is to talk about different Eid celebrations in different countries. And after that, we have the Qatar National Day is usual on December 18, but we used to celebrate it the week before. So after that in February, we have the annual potluck, so where everyone enjoys the food and many nationalities, so everyone brings a food from his nationality. After that, we have the charity event.
Thank you. Accept the report of Yusuf Qatar. I'll open the floor for discussion. No discussion. Close the number 12 is the 7th Emerald Regional Assembly accepts the report of Yusuf Qatar. All those in favor? Motion carried unanimously. Thank you. Okay. EMPS in Sudan.
Hi everyone. My name is Farid.
Just a second. Okay, you have 3 minutes.
Hi everyone. My name is Farid, part of Student Education Office, back home. The official delegate of MPSA Sudan, Faculty of Pharmacy. The first association created IPSS in Sudan, the previous EMPS host, and the previous association in the Middle East. Okay, concerning the beginning of the year, we did an orientation day, freshmen about IPSF and CEMSA to revive the IPSF spirit and attract all students. Our second task was about professional education, pharmacy education, professional development. We did an LIT, two academic competitions, failure, HIV/AIDS patient foster effect. As for student, for the SAO, the student exchange program, this was the most active year PSA history. Promotional videos were made, two promotional videos. The slogan was made, all promise and I know. More than 10 marketing, remarketing our golden jubilee. Patients with older generation. Imagine the first doctor in pharmacy being friends with the younger person. Promoted by IPSF. This year, the task was about David. We made a medical convoy to an island called not an island, it's something called Tuji. Okay, we spent the whole day here there. Our aim, the next step is to improve the quality of living and raising awareness. The university faced some political issues which stumped our work. Alhamdulillah, we overcome the old.
Thank you. You please stay here until we vote on the motion. So motion 13, this the 7th Emerald Regional Assembly accepts the report of SPSF Sudan. I open the floor for discussion. No raising hands. Closing the discussion and we move on voting. So motion the 7th Regional Assembly accepts the report of FPSA Sudan. All those in favor, please. Motion carried unanimously. No. Yes. Technical? Who's technical? Yes, technical. We have three, yes, we are calling for the present association. After they present it, we will move on the other reports. We will display them. I'm just calling for the present associations in order to be quick. We do not have members from the other association. hosted, which is an IPSF event, and it was done during the marathon, which was included in a peace initiative done by the association due to the event that happened in Swiss last year. So, and tuberculosis and hepatitis. The motion, very good. Procedural motion. 1 minute. Okay, they have a seconder. Okay, seconded by PSF Egypt. Open the floor for discussion. I see no raising hand. Closing the discussion, and we move on voting. All those in favor, please raise your voting cards. We're given 1 more minute for Adel Tunisia. Motion carried. Yeah. We hope next year there will be more incoming students. We've got 10 outcoming students to different destinations, including Jordan. Take care of that. Now moving on to our general, because we have committees, events, and we have events that are by the executive board of the association. We have 30 seconds. Like the integration week, where we integrate the freshmen at the beginning of the school year. We have the initiative for these, which included the bar marathon, the concert, and after this campaign. And we have an IPSF, the big picture that was done in the faculty, which is a regular event. And the last year, anniversary of our faculty, the 30th anniversary of our association, and the 10th National Congress. And this year was full of hardships. Thank you. So we move to the discussion. Motion number 14, this the 7th Emerald Regional Assembly accepts the report of Adel Tunisia. I open the floor for discussion. No discussion. Closing the discussion, and we move to the voting. All those in favor, please raise your voting cards. Motion carried. Thank you. EPSF Egypt. Okay, you have 3 minutes.
First, I'd like to apologize for being late, and I'll start there from now.
Okay.
I'm Shiana Ibrahim, EPSFCP. I'll start with this year's strategy. It was to increase the stability and build up EPSF committee through improving the criteria of some ideas and illustrating EPSF budget to all member associations all over Egypt. We started with professional development events, triple PD project, counseling campaigns, and 59 campaigns in the PPAC. We also have training department to empower EPSF with advanced training by 25 trainers equipped by the most innovative training techniques. Okay. Through TOT, LIT, 17 ADD, and 5 organizing training. Then we had the pharmacy education events. Started with the 20th annual congress. It's the starting of the working year of EPSF, followed by to build the gap between the marketing requirements and our pharmacy studies. Then 3 dimensions of science, held in 28 universities across Egypt. And finally, many diploma, which is divided into two parts, industrial and marketing. Then the PH campaigns started with diabetes awareness campaign. It was held in 28 universities because it's one of the main threats in Egypt. HIV/AIDS to end the stigma of AIDS patients in Egypt, which is held
1 minute.
in 73 campaigns. We have 73 campaigns. A national breast cancer campaign. It all happened in one national day. It started with fighting awareness, then conference, and ended with an awareness campaign. Blood donation campaign. It's an annual event held by EPSF. Okay, it's an annual event held by EPSF to increase the donors from 1%. Down syndrome. Down syndrome campaign to end the
Thank you, EPSF Egypt. Unless I have a minute, followed by GPSA Jordan, please. To give 2 extra minutes for EPSF Egypt to have a seconder. ASIP Algeria. So open the floor for discussion. No discussion. Sorry, Arabic, no discussion. Okay. Move on voting. Those in favor, please raise your voting cards. Okay, motion carries.
World Health Day campaign. We held 29 campaigns in 17 public schools, 8 villages, and 5 universities. And finally, we had Ask for Pharmacists. It was held on a national level in the annual symposium. To make the database for SEP from 2010 to 2016. English language as it was their native language. The ambassadorship project, it was divided into 2 parts. Started with a training for outgoing students to help them adapt with other characters, and then the promotional workshop provided with the promotional materials from Egypt. Outgoing students are 55 and the incoming is 19. Others, we did the bigger picture CP regional workshop in 3 regions, gathering foreign associations, EPSF employment fair. It's to introduce pharmacy students to different fields of pharmacy. EPSF Safari is the first social program in EPSF to tighten the bonds between EPSFers. EPSF started during Ramadan month, which is held for 4 years successively.
30 seconds.
Training of designers. It's to train media and publication chairpersons of EPSF. Then the training of media artists, which is held by EPSF media trainers to help EPSF make more qualified media and publications chairpersons. As a closing remarks, EPSF is a huge federation. That's what took us so long to end the report. We have 31
Your time is up.
stations.
Thank you, EPSF. We move to the motion. Motion number 15. This is the 7th Annual Regional Assembly accepts the report of Yes, I have the back. Please acknowledge yourself. And then
My name is Amar. I'm from EPSF. Thank you, Shayan, for the presentation. You talked briefly about the training department. I would like you to tell us more about its aims and achievements. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have the training department, which is part of the professional development, a subcommittee in professional development in EPSF. We have 25 trainers. It started with TOT. So we had first and second and third generation in trainers. Those trainers are helping EPSF to empower their members through different trainings like LIT, which is held for 2 days in EPSF. ADBs, 17 ADBs, it's a shortcut for Association Developing Program, which is made for member associations. The search one member associations, they ask for the training. So we made 17 trainings. And finally, the 5 organizers training. It's a training made for EPSF events, like Step on the Way course. Our organizers ask for a training, so we give them an advanced training and soft skills. Then they apply it during the event, so we can be professional as possible.
Thank you. Yes, GPSA, Jordan.
Is there a time for the answer of the question?
There is no time set,
Okay.
but if you'd like to, you can propose a procedural motion to limit. Sorry? It depends on your motion.
30 seconds.
Do you have a procedural motion?
Yes, we have.
Yes?
Okay, so. Okay, we would like to propose a motion to limit the time of the answer of the question to 1 minute.
For the whole array. Answers for questions? Limit the time for answering the questions or per question? Per question to 1 minute. Okay, do I have a seconder? Okay. Attention, Lisa? Yes, KPSS.
Just to allocate this point, just to clarify the message, that each question, the time for answering it is for 1 minute, like the RWP report, the elections, and the questions for that. And so the motion for all.
Like you have 1 minute per question to answer each question. Okay, so motion proposed, procedural motion proposed by GPSA Jordan, seconded by KPSS Kuwait. Open the floor for discussion. Closing the discussion. Move to voting. Yes, and then GPSA Jordan. I have a member at the back, and then it's GPSA Jordan.
Okay, the extension of 2 minutes was a little bit much time, but we were very interested in these reports. I don't want to say, and I'd like to
Thank you, GPSA. Do I have any questions? I see no questions. Closing the discussion. We move on voting. Motion number 15. This the 7th Emerald Regional Assembly accepts the report of EPSF Egypt All those in favor, please raise your voting cards. Okay, so we went through the reports of the associations that are actually attending. Yes, JPSA.
I know it's not common in GA or RA, but can you the reason was to get feedback from the associations because you deal with the FTPs and the POs, so your feedback is important.
Actually, what I know is that we are not allowed to speak, but if you have a specific question, you want us to give our feedback regarding what? So in order to be neutral. Sorry. Yes, please. Yes, it's great.
Regarding the report for the non-presenting association, we don't have to ask questions, just we vote according to what we see in the report. So if they are not present, we cannot ask questions. So we just vote on what is written in the report.
Okay. Thank you. I have a technical here from Mrs. Aya.
For the LWD to have comments, they make an amendment, delay media, that are.
So you want us to give feedback. Okay. So we start with Mrs. Aya, since she's the RO. Can you give us your feedback regarding the associations and their work? Just a clarification, we are not done with the reports because we just displayed the reports of the association attending EMPS. We will display the rest of the reports. We'll vote on them. So we can.
Display the report, and if you have any questions, you can request. The usual thing is to display the report and all of it. I'm not getting, I don't get a chance to have feedback on specific report because I don't know the details, specific details to answer questions. But the usual thing is to display the report and all of it. You cannot delay the presentation of it.
Yes, it makes sense.
Ali can explain. Even if you know the details, but you are not authorized by the association, so you cannot answer any question. So any question regarding the report should be answered by the association, and if it's not present, so we are only voting according to what we see in the report. If we accept it, it is accepted. If we not, it is not accepted.
Okay. Yes, Jake, you can say. Can you repeat, please, for the recording sake?
Actually, I'm not asking about to discuss the report, but I'm asking about general feedback because you deal with the CPs and the SEOs to meetings. So I would like to say something about that.
Yes, KPSS.
Ali can explain. The motion is to accept the report, but not the attitude of the association. So we are voting only about what we see as activity report. But anything else you want to ask about the association should be asked in private because the motion only to accept the activity report. So any questions besides that, it's not.
Okay, so I can make a clarification. Later on we have an agenda point which is the RWG report. I hope you'll find your answers through this report. Otherwise, you can ask questions, specific questions for the RWG. Thank you. So now we move on to yes, sorry, Algeria.
Hashmark and I think about two next uh, presentation or reports. I think that the
Yes, it will be one display for 1 minute, and then we move on discussion and just a second.
why reports are not shared with us.
They are shared on the RA folder.
We tried to find it, but we couldn't.
Sorry?
We tried to find it, but we couldn't.
Actually,
We double check again because the internet.
yes, the internet is very bad. Everything is updated in the RA folder. Just check it, but we are displaying the reports in 1 minute, and you can ask for question if you haven't read it all. So we will start with the report of Asset. Um, yes, asset.
I have presentation presenting the report, voting on the own report. Is this allowed
Yes,
vote on our own report?
yes, that's what you
Yes.
Thank you. So we will move to ASPSA Egypt, and we'll display the report for 1 minute. If you're done with reading, please show your green emotion card. Okay, start 1 minute. Yes. Arpit?
Hashmark is unique.
Sorry?
We can't read it uniquely.
Oh, okay. Can we have some lights off? Technical? Yes, Jameson? Okay, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you. Can I see emotion cards if it's okay? The size of the green emotion cards? All the delegates? No. It's okay. Green emotion cards if you are okay with this size. Okay. Good. We'll display for the report for 1 minute. Raise your emotion cards if you're finished. Yes, Ali, the KPS is great.
Ali, at this point, I think it's 1:30 because
No.
we
Do you want to make a procedural motion? It's 1 minute per report.
I would like
Yes.
to have 1 minute per page in each report.
Yes, DPSA have technical? Fine. So the motion is to have 1 minute per page. Reports. We have 3 remaining reports. Motion? Okay. Can I? Yes, Arpit.
Maybe we have sufficient time for every report. Once we are finished, we can stop the report.
We won't
Okay. So no limit time, but we finish once all of the association have raised their cards. Yes, JPSA?
I think it's not fair because people who discuss the report do have only 3 minutes. So if we took like 5 minutes in reading the report, so it would be enough.
Okay. Okay. So I still don't have any motion. So we move on. Yes, KPSS?
I would like to propose a motion to have 3 minutes per report, just like the presentation to each.
Okay. I have a procedural motion for giving. Okay. I think Algeria. So it's a procedural motion to give 3 minutes per report for display. The motion proposed by KPSS Kuwait, seconded by Algeria. I open the floor for discussion. No discussion, closing the discussion. And we move to voting. All those in favor, please raise your voting cards. Motion carried. So now we will display the report for 3 minutes. And since the report of ASPSA has 1 minute, we will continue for 2 more minutes. Okay, the 2 minutes are finished. Okay, so motion number 16. This the 7th Emro Regional Assembly accepts the report of ASPSA Egypt.
Before we can vote.
Can you repeat, please?
We need more about this application, what she's done this year, her activity on the regional, before we can vote on it.
Okay, so I'll have two technicals. The remark, but the RWD are not allowed to give feedback from associations. If you have specific questions, feedbacks. Yes, I have a technical from PPSS and then from JPSA German.
عليك at this point. The feedback should be up to the RRO according to his report, and according to his report, sorry. He can give you a feedback about the association, but according to this report, they can't give you any feedback because they're voting only on what is written to the activity report and the activities during the past week.
Okay, JPSA Jordan. Done. Okay. Then we're closing the discussion and we move on voting. Motion number 16. This the 7th Emro Regional Assembly accepts the report of ASPSA Egypt. All those in favor, please raise your voting cards. Carried unanimously. And we move to the report of each. Okay. We apologize if Iran didn't send their reports with LPSA Lebanon. Yes, GPSA? Yes. Other technical? No? Okay. So I'll set the time for 3 minutes for the display of starting from now. I don't see, I only see two motions, and we still have time. Okay, time is up. We'll move to the motion number 17. This is the 7th Emerald Regional Assembly accepts the report of EMPS. I open the floor for discussion. Closing the discussion. Move on to voting. All those in favor, please raise your voting cards. Motion carried unanimously. We move to Sudan. Oh, sorry. Yes, JPSA Jordan. We're finished. Yes. Okay. We have 3 minutes for reading the report. Once you're done, please raise your emotion. Is everyone done? Can I see a motion card? Okay. So we move on to this. Closing the discussion and we move to the voting. Motion number 18. Is the all those in favor, please raise your voting cards. Motion carried unanimously. Okay, so we didn't receive the reports, associations, ICSA Iran, BEPC Morocco, and PPSF Palestine, and UPSA Sudan. Those for those associations, we consider that they're accepted. Okay, so yes, PSS.
That the report for these associations are not accepted because the authority cannot say that the reports are not accepted because they are the decision making that any association who didn't present the report during the RA should not be accepted.
Okay, so it's motion, and I have phrasing for the motion. Yes, please, yes, sir.
Because of the previous group. So I forgot the position, but that, yes. Not accepted. But they also voted on that.
Okay, so now we're making a motion, we formulate and vote on it. So motion 19, PPSS, can I have a phrasing, PPSS? So this, the seventh MRA,
And does not accept the report for and you name the association who didn't
Refuse.
or refuse.
Refuse.
no. All motions should start with this seventh RA.
The activity report for
Technical? Yes, Arbet?
Technical, I think we can say that this consider the reports of the following association.
Can I have a phrasing?
Yeah, this the seventh MRA consider
The original. PPSS said this, the seventh RA does not accept. So you accept his,
this the 7 MRA consider the activity report of and make the association with consider the activity report of Iran, Palestine, and the South Sudan are not accepted because they are not present. Our has not been sent.
just a second. We finish the phrasing and then we have an amendment.
Submitted.
Okay, I have technical. I think the correct term for the report is carried or not carried, not accepted or refused. This is how reports are preceded in the ITSF.
I accept your amendment.
Okay. Okay, so the motion is this, the seventh RA considered the activity report of ISA to PSA Sudan are not carried because they are not submitted. I open the floor for discussion. Yes, PSA? Okay, so do you accept this amendment? Iran, UPC Morocco, PSA Palestine, and UPSA Sudan as not carried because they are not
And I would like to add, are not submitted on time.
submitted on time.
But they may send it tomorrow
Okay.
and then we will submit it.
Thank you. Okay. Do I have an amendment from Atep Tunisia? Okay, so this, the seventh MORA considers the activity report or IFSA Iran, BEPC Morocco, PPS Palestine, and UPSA Sudan as not carried because they are not submitted on time. I have a technical, sorry. The act report accepted or not accepted, the motion is carried or not. Do you have an amendment?
I'm asking if any association has sent any clarification for that today.
So there is no specification in the motion. Yes. PSA is done.
Okay. I, Mufay Ahmed, and KJ Sudan, asking the regional working group, when are you occasion with no report presented? I'm asking this because I'm not, I'm not seeing doing a punishment is the key of the problem, but I think you should motivate this association or any other association to always keep submitting the report.
Okay, will answer. Yes, PPSS.
As I said before, these questions should be asked to the RRO when she presents her report. So these questions should be asked. So any motivation or any questions about that should be asked to the RRO.
Okay. Arbeit Algeria.
So I propose like that. I propose the amendment. I think we need to put in motion, not for this time only, but even for the next time. It will be but it didn't submit her activity report on time as not certain.
Yes. Sorry. Yes, GPSA. They are amending.
I think at this point, according to that motion, we will come to a motion. Once you are for the motion, so we will discuss about that on proposing a motion to be carried on the following RA. Just to this RA, the seventh RA. So we will come to the agenda point. I don't know what number.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, KPSS. This is what I was going to say. So I will just have 1 minute in order to check the official documents. Am I?
Just to have.
Yes, Arbeit.
I have the official document before me, and as it's stated in the 6.3 of the official documents, proposing and are physically present at the assembly. So I have the right to propose the motion or the
So, okay. Thank you. So, we'll. Okay. So, please repeat your amendment, and then we'll see if the proposer, who says you agree on this. If it becomes a motion, to voting on the appropriate agenda point. If you don't agree with this amendment, because it's the amendment of the motion.
I will accept the amendment for the motion, but this motion should be carried on or being voted for now. We will motion for the
Raise your ask for permission.
we will propose the motion later on for the following RA, but this motion for this RA, we don't accept the report for this association.
Thank you, KPSS. Yes, JPSA. And then Arthur. Just a second. Please, Mike.
for this RA on this. And second of all, let's say suppose the method because war or something, so it's not fair to yeah, right. Okay. So it's not fair to make it for all RA because there cannot be controlled.
Okay. Thank you, JPSA. Yes, Arbeit.
Do one motion that will apply for the next and this regional assembly. So when so we are talking about starting from 7th regional assembly. So I
Okay.
think that this is with more time. And about association with having war or something like that, I sent the report. It's disrespectful in all cases for the other for the regional assembly, and we have examples.
Okay.
They have done what to do, even when if they have war.
So, what is your amendment? It doesn't matter the reason. If you think that it should not be available for all RA, just don't accept the amendment. What is your amendment?
The amendment is the 7th Emerald Regional Assembly considers the activity report of any association that didn't submit her its activity reports on time as not accepted. We don't want to mention the other associations. Mais là, on s'entend.
Please. And the motion will be, this the 7th MORA considers the activity reports on time are not accepted. PSS, you agree on this amendment?
I don't agree with this for this motion, but we will present a motion later on for the following RA, because this motion is about the agenda of accepting the activity report for these associations. So maybe during this year we have any other association, so we will not accept the report later on.
You're not happy?
And I'm proposing to close this thing.
Is it die? Okay, JPSA Jordan.
Okay, so Hassan's point is to not to write the name of the association in the motion. So that's a good point. However, if we look to another side that what are the consequences of this motion? So there are valid consequences, so we need to know the name of the association. So if there are no valid consequences, let's make it simple.
Okay, thank you. Arpit, do you keep this amendment? PSS did not accept this. You still want to amend the motion?
He's the one who proposed, he's the one who will accept.
Yes, but you can vote on the amendment. And then you will be the proposal.
So I will.
That's no, note that you can do the motion later on. So you,
Move on.
okay. And the motion now is this 7th MORA consider the activity report of IFTA Iran, EPC Morocco, PSF Palestine, and UPSA Sudan because they were not submitted on time. Do I have other questions? Motion, procedural motion to close the discussion, seconded by Adep Tunisia. We move on voting. So motion number 19, this the 7th MORA considers the activity report of IFTA not accepted because they were not submitted on time. All those in favor, please raise your voting cards. Motion carried unanimously. Okay, so we reach the end of our RA. We'll yes, oh sorry. Yes, PPSS.
I would like to propose a motion to suspend the standing order.
Yes, sorry.